I would say we're in a contest over truth right now. Democracy itself has always had a pretty fraught relationship with truth. Truth is at the core of democracy. There's always been contest over what's true. If you do look at early American politics, you see lots of the kinds of fights that you find now. Alternate truth claims, a press that's attacked from all sides as peddling falsehoods depending on your perspective. So some of this is certainly very new, the intensity of our fights right now, but I think you could find parallel moments all the way back to the debates around the Constitution right after the founding of the United States. The notion of a public sphere where we're going to sort of share some basic principles and rationally come to conclusions about what's true, which is sort of the idea behind most free speech doctrine, just doesn't seem to be a very apt description of the world we live in now. We're so deluged with information that rather than knowing more about what's going on, we tend to actually in some ways know less because we only look in certain places to find out what we want to know. And in those spaces, ideas get self-reinforced by being spread in ways that are often independent from their original source, so that instead of thinking, well, it's true because I read it in the New York Times or I saw it on CBS Evening News, it's now just simply true because somebody forwarded it to you. One major accelerant of this has been the internet, and particularly social media, which has had a number of effects on kind of truth claims. So some of it has to do with changes in media and changes in technology. Infotainment has become this kind of mixture of entertainment and news broadcasting that has very little to do really with knowing what's going on in the world, and everything to do with keeping people's eyes glued as long as possible. There is certainly a growing problem with trust in authorities, and some of that is good because the other side of democracy is a kind of skepticism. So there's a balancing act really between trust and skepticism. What kind of disaster would befall us potentially if we sort of gave up on truth standards and moved entirely into this world of everything being political spin? One possibility, I think, is just pure dysfunction. If you think that no information you're provided is anything but partisan spin all the time, it's almost impossible for democracy to work.